Hey, how's it going? I'm going to compare the image stabilization and low light performance of the new iPhone 12 Pro compared to the 3-year-old iPhone 10 and the 1-year-old GoPro 8. Here, I'm walking, being careful to minimize arm swing and hand shaking. All three were acceptable. The iPhone 10 shows some light shaking and jerkiness, especially during turns. The 12 Pro does a much better job, and the GoPro 8 does the best by a small margin. If you're wondering about how the GoPro 9 would compare, which is GoPro's latest camera, it has a similar level of stabilization and a similar low light performance. Next, I'm jogging, once again minimizing my arm swing and hand movement. The iPhone 10 and 12 Pro use mechanical optical image stabilization, but both videos are moderately shaky, with the 12 Pro doing slightly better between the two. The GoPro 8 is clearly the best, with its electronic software image stabilization set on its highest setting, which is called boost mode. Next, I'm running at full speed. The iPhone 10 and 12 Pro show severe video shaking. The GoPro 8 is doing an amazing job and is by far the best. The iPhones were not designed to be used in these high motion environments, but I wanted to test the limits of all three devices. The next video was taken under a standard LED street light. All three cameras were set at 24 frames per second to maximize the low light image quality. The GoPro 8 was set at its highest ISO of 6400, which resulted in a fairly bright but noisy image. The image stabilization was set on boost, but due to the low light and poor image quality, the camera was unable to produce a solid, stable image. The iPhone 10 was the next best, which produced a brightness similar to the GoPro 8, but a much clearer, less noisy image. Because of its optical image stabilization, it did a better job of smoothing out the fine shaking from my footsteps. A minor issue with the iPhone 10 and 12 Pro is a lens flare that appears as a couple of light blue floating dots. It's more pronounced on the 12 Pro and only occurs when the light hits the lens at a certain angle. The 12 Pro produced the best image by far. The image was bright and produced a good amount of detail for a cell phone. The image had the least amount of noise, and you can clearly read the stop sign in the distance. The image was the most stable, again due to the optical image stabilization. The 12 Pro had the best color accuracy and sharpness, even with fluorescent lighting. So my opinion is to spend your money on the 12 Pro for daytime low motion recordings, such as walking, and also low light videography. Get the GoPro if you need the extreme daytime video stabilization, the removable micro SD card, and ruggedness. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. It would help me out tremendously. Mahalo.